Hello! We're back! We're back for more videos. I'm back from my travels, and 11/11, 12/11, 1/11, 2/11, 3/11, wherever you guys are right now, joining me here right now, thank you. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for those of you who are following along on my travels as I went through different states. The different lands of Nevada, California, Nevada, Utah, and Colorado. So some of you saw that I had some good snow on my way in. I woke up to snow actually. I could hear it, just like this kind of sound on my wagon as I woke up. It was like 3 a.m. and I'm like, ooh, I better get down the mountain. So thanks so much for coming back, guys. I'm so happy to see you. Hey Jay, what's up? So happy to be back. Did you guys miss me? You can't miss me because you're whole on your own. So what I have playing in the background, oh hey Pac-Man, what's up? Good to see you too. I have 888 hertz playing in the background, and this frequency has come up 3 different times actually, from the day before to today, and this is the frequency of abundance. Take a listen and see how it feels. As always, this channel uses copyrighted material for commentary and educational purposes only. So feel into that frequency for a minute. Where do you feel this frequency? Body scan from top to bottom and feel. The number 8, when put on its side, is the infinity sign. This frequency brings infinite blessings, infinite abundance to every cell in your body. Breathe. Imagine an infinity sign every cell. The nucleus, the center point, this golden infinity sign is a magnet for the abundance that is just flowing to you all the time. It's flowing all the time. It's not life that puts a stopper in the abundance. Our abundance is our birthright. It is our heritage. It is the energies on the external that we allow in that can put a stopper on the abundance that we feel in our life. The best way to access your abundance is through gratitude. Taking the time daily. This would be a practice that before you start your day, write 10 things that you're grateful for. And an even more challenging practice, write 10 things that you're grateful for when an experience or a person came up that maybe wasn't so happy, or maybe it's an existing ongoing experience. What are you grateful for from that experience on a regular basis? What can you look at that person and be like, you know what? I am grateful for the fact that they have beautiful eyes. If what's coming out of their mouth is not that beautiful, what other aspect of them is beautiful? Because they are a soul just as you are a soul. And that soul has loved you so much that they have come here to give you a little bit of an opportunity perhaps for a little turmoil, a little unrest sometimes, that you as a soul on this path can choose how to respond. How to respond in divine love. How to respond from the heart. And then take action with the mind. Breathe. Hold. And release. Yeah, that is hard, isn't it, Jay? It's hard to bring gratitude to that which cannot feel so good in the body, right? But each of these things that come for us, they really are opportunities. Every day we have an opportunity of how to respond instead of react with our nervous system. Our nervous system is not meant to take over those other aspects of us. Long ago, it was in balance, and it was only there to keep the physical body safe. So, when we pause in those times, then we have the ability to respond from the heart. And then the mind could tell us, you know what, I need a little break from this person, possibly, or this experience. Or it might also say, hey, it's time to go. If what you see in front of you is happening like on a loop, it may be time to go. This could be for a job relationship. This could be for any type of relationship. I always say communicate. Communicate to that which is before you and say it's time. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. I myself have had to get to this point of courage to be like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. Had a very strict conversation with a friend of mine, and loving, compassionate, but yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. I'm willing to be there for this, but I don't have the tools for that. So you need to find the tools for that where you find those tools. And I can assist with that, right? So, what happened on my road trip? Yeah, I was very mellowed out on my road trip. I got real brief. I'm going to have like I think that's going to be part of a channel too on a different day where I just talk about my personal, like, stuff that goes on maybe, and how I go through it. But on my trip here across the States, I went through silence. So let's talk about that for a moment. What is it to take a temporary vow of silence? I did this during the great pause, right, of COVID time, and it was very clearing. And I got to a place where I could read, how would I say this? I would practice not reading the signs, the road signs as I went by. It's a really interesting practice, and this morning I was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe I can continue now when I'm out and about in my day to do that also, where I look at a sign but I don't read it. And that's crazy, right? Yeah, the vow of silence works. It helps create more mindfulness in you and more presence. Most of my journey is not listening to music. Generally, it's completely quiet. And it's me connecting with the land, connecting with the water. This is part of the way I do grid work when I travel where I go. So I was working a lot with the waters. I felt that. And the land itself. Every land I went into, the land of Nevada, the land of Utah, the land of Colorado, as I was going about, I would feel this, okay, there's water, and now I'm connecting with the water and into the land. I must have missed a lot of my exits. So that's the thing about the brain. We've been taught to read from the time our parents thought we could. So it is very difficult not to read a sign, to read the actual word. But the thing is, we have this part of us too that knows. So even if you were not to read a sign, there would be an inner feeling that says that's your exit. Because you're being so mindful, you would know to take your exit. I just figured I'd answer that question. Yeah, you blast the tunes all the way. Okay, so one of the things that occurred, I wasn't in complete silence on this whole trip. There was actual, there were 2 CDs. Yeah, CDs, right? My truck has a CD player. So 2 people had given me, one was of harp music from Sedona. So I was anchoring Sedona music and the harp, the angelic frequency, along with another CD that I received, which was, I believe, mostly piano, some violin, and I was anchoring that energy, and that was produced by somebody I met up on Mount Shasta, right? So, thank you. I look relaxed. It was a good drive, and I got to see some friends along the way, which was always fun, and so yeah, that's what you do. I pay attention to the music I'm playing. That music is radiating throughout my body, and it's anchoring the energies in those different areas. So pay a little attention to the frequency of your music. Sometimes it's really intense music, but it makes your body feel really good. A lot of people are into heavy metal, right? That's not my thing. But it gets the cells moving, it gets the body moving, right? When I've been dancing for you, right, occasionally, and you feel it, it gets the body moving, and all your cells, everything is resonating at once, and you're anchoring that happiness energy of whatever you're listening to where you are. So whether you're traveling to go get coffee, whether you're traveling to drop off kids to school, whether you're traveling across the lands of America or in another country, traveling by train, you can take a moment, even by flight, and look out into the clouds. And what energy do you want to exude from the wings that are on your back? Because you're flying, baby. Whether you're traveling by car, airplane, train, you're flying. Your wings are open, and you are sending out those vibes wherever you go. This is when you smile to people, right? You hear the whole pay it forward thing, and smile, and then they pay it forward to someone else, they maybe open a door for someone else, and it just continues, right? How we are there, and we're all connected with each other. So yeah, we got some metal fans here. Awesome. Okay, so this frequency that you're listening to, this frequency also has to do with, let me make sure here. Oh, that's interesting. So I looked up 888, but what wants to come up is 108 hertz. We've listened to 108 hertz before, and it has to do with the meditative mind. Wow, I think we're being asked to meditate, guys. Who here likes to meditate? Who here can stay still when they meditate? Who here likes to meditate like Laura Croft, where she's sitting there like jamming to her music as she like, before she goes and she flies all over the room in this like sling? I love that kind of meditation. The one that's like full body, you're using your body and you're just like zoning in, centering in to like the frequency that's happening at the time. Okay, we got some people who can stay still. Awesome. So yeah, I looked up 888, which is the number of abundance and infinity. And somehow, for whatever reason, they're pulling up 108. Now, 1 is new beginnings. 0 is kind of the alpha and the omega, which is, yeah, that 0 point, that point of stillness. And then we've got the 8. So what seems to be happening is we're being asked to connect with the sun, which means it's perfect timing for that because of 3i Atlas and where it was within the last week or so. We were receiving from 3i Atlas, which is a galactic consciousness that's come in. That's basically what the consensus is, by the way, in the spiritual news of networks, is that 3i Atlas is a consciousness that has come here specifically with the energies it has for our particular system to assist us, because we're about to get, or we are getting, these energies currently that are that of something that happened in the 1980s. So in the 1980s, there were a lot of people that awakened with certain abilities and gifts, and apparently it's going to be happening again. So some of the things that have been coming up for me, which is me being able to get still with you guys and then have messages that come through pretty clearly, and for me to be able to even ask questions while those messages are coming through, is going to start happening to a multitude of people. And some people will start sharing them like I am. Some people will just take the guidance internally or assist their family members. But that's what's happening right now. We're being asked to connect with the sun on a daily basis. Anytime you can connect with the elements, the sun, fire, right? Take a breath, you're connecting with air, water, whether it's a stream, whether it's the rain, whether it's a shower in the morning, you're connecting with water. Whether it's your own spit in your mouth, you are water, and earth. You simply looking at the ground, taking a moment, looking at a tree and just not seeing tree like our mind wants to use that word tree, but seeing consciousness, feeling consciousness from the tree, checking out if the wind is blowing through the leaves or the branches of the tree. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? All of those things connecting the elements keeps you in this grounded, or I would say more anchored state. We're now using the earth, we're utilizing the earth to anchor us more than ground us. Before it was for grounding and it was survival. So when you say, hey, I'm grounding, we're actually anchoring now. We're being asked to anchor the energies that are coming in from the cosmos all the way through our center and into the center of the earth, and all the way wrapped around again and back to here. Because we're doing this ascending process in form, and it's the first time it's ever been done in form, apparently. So we're being asked to let go of the densities that are coming up, which are going to happen depending on what kind of work you've been doing lately. About if you've been meditating, have you been releasing anything that like comes up for you? Then that's what you're being asked to do. You're being asked to like just completely release the heaviness. If you're getting to this place where you want to, or you feel like, I will give you an example, fear. Recently, fear has been coming up. Why is silence good? So you have an inner voice, and your inner voice cannot be heard if you have a lot going on the outside. That's why we react instead of respond in experiences that are not so great. It's because we're not actually listening to ourselves. Like our higher aspect, our soul will have you pause. So Jay, you can think of it like this. You can think of it as if you have too many channels on. Have you ever had it? Nowadays we have digital, right? But if you were ever trying to scroll through channels on a really old-fashioned radio, and sometimes even when we're traveling from like one location to another, all of a sudden we have a song we really like, but it's all staticky. And then there's this other simultaneous song coming in. And we hear a little bit about both, and we're like, oh, but I really like this song. I want to listen to this. And sometimes we'll listen to the static for a while just to hear some of that song. But oftentimes we turn it off and we switch it because our body can't actually handle the static. And it's not because of the sound of the static. Our body can't handle that frequency of static. Static is not a clear channel. It's a confusion almost to the body systems. So that's why silence is really important. To take moments. You can take 5 minutes of silence. You can set a timer. Here's another practice for you. Set a timer every hour. And maybe you want to pick some fun numbers. Maybe you're picking the triple digits, you know, 111, 222, 333, 444. You know, pick like a 5-hour time slot where when that timer goes off, no matter what you're doing, you tune into your heart. You take a breath, how we do, and you hold it for 4 seconds and you release it for 6 seconds and you drop into your heart. I've done this with people where I've been on a hike and I've said, well, okay, so that was my 11:11 timer, say, and that's a timer for me to like meditate for 11 minutes. And I tell them, I'm like, you're welcome to join me, or I'll just go over here and I'll do this, and then I'll get right back with you and we can keep hiking. A lot of the times people like to join me. So you can do that with just a few minutes of breathing into your heart until your heart feels very light, is how I would explain it. And that's you hitting that stillness point. You'd be surprised what magic occurs when you connect with your heart, say 5 times in a day for 5 minutes. Maybe it's less than 5 minutes. There's magic that happens, guys. It's like whoosh, magic. See those sparkles back there? That's what happens in your heart. And then all your cells start to light up like this. In that moment of breath, you are actually bringing life and regeneration to the cells in your body, and you're calming your nervous system. So those people that have like anxiety that comes up, a fear, an anxiety, a stressed outness, taking those moments is gonna let that feeling completely go through you. And like I said before, I have an example. Occasionally, there's times that I wake up and there's fear. Like freaked out fear, almost like, what I do is I become the observer and I notice it. It's more of a curiosity, like, whoa, what is that feeling? So this is a little bit of my personal work with it. When an anxiety or a fear comes up and it's out of nowhere, I mean, I just woke up. There's nothing to be in fear of as I'm waking up. I'm in a perfectly safe place. I have a good environment. There's no fear. Nothing occurred. I didn't hear anything that made me fearful, right? oftentimes I'm kind of wondering if that's mine. Could be. Could also be collective vibration that I'm picking up. Whatever that emotion is, it's super uncomfortable. Like, I really don't want to feel it. However, I know at this point that the best thing to do is to breathe into it and breathe out with it. And a lot of the time, it might not be a real slow breath. I might get into this and be like, like it might be something like that to start off with, because it is so intense. And then it might move to like, and I slow it down. And I pay attention to, am I breathing out of my belly? And so whether this is a personal fear that's arising to come out, because that's what's happening right now, with the energies happening the way they are, with some of the chaoticness that is happening out there, I really highly suggest that like the news is not watched, or that you watch more of like a trusted form of that, because it doesn't allow your frequency to be where it's at. Where you are at, if you're not in a war zone, is right where you are in your now. And that's what I want you to pay attention to. Is there any reason to feel the tension from the outside happenings where you are right now? There might be compassion for what's going on. There might be a little like worry, like, oh wow, I can't believe that's happening over there. Like, did you hear? Oh my gosh. When people come to me with like, did you hear? Or I can't believe you haven't heard of that. Are you under some rock? I'm above rocks, I'm below rocks. I'm all with one with the rocks. However, I usually rely on others at this point in my journey to tell me what's going on out in the world. And that's okay. I find out, I see it as information, and then I kind of find it as an opportunity to be like, all right, what can I work with energetically right now to maybe assist? Or how can I just be me right now in order to be assistance? That's not always someone teaching here on YouTube. That could be a waitress or a waiter. That could be someone else bringing you something of assistance, that they're being the highest quality of them, and they're tapping into what they do best, and they're bringing that to you, right? They're bringing that service, that assistance to you. So we all do this in different ways. Apparently this is how I'm bringing forth. And before I got on live with you guys, I was also asking, like, what is needed right now? How do I want to focus? I was talking to someone recently. I wanted to focus what I speak of here, because I talk about a lot of different subjects. Do you agree, guys? I mean, I'm covering kind of a lot. I feel like it all interweaves together. We're being asked to like weave our energies, and I believe I'm doing that as well. I'm bringing you a lot of information about frequency. What came in this morning again was the divine feminine and masculine, and the balance needed between those things. So there's a couple things that have come in, and I'm kind of wondering if, because this is going to be 4 days, 4 of 4 days, I believe. I think that's what I've been doing. I think we did 7. Oh, hold on. Let me plug you guys in for a second. My phone is not charged enough. Taking a little break just to plug you in. Sorry for the noise. There might be a weird angle. Let's do it. Plugging you in. Plugging us all in. You guys are plugging in by contacting me every single day at 11:11 Pacific time. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that we're doing stuff together, that we're collaborating. So yeah, I'm thinking about the focus right now. I'm gonna pick a card, a dragon card. The dragons are coming in very strong right now. Fun fact, the dragons all have an ascended master. In the time of Atlantis, there was a temple there. And in that temple, there were 12 ascended masters along with 12 dragons. And that's what I was connecting with this morning. So you may know Saint Germain. He is an ascended master of the violet flame. The violet flame is for purity. And Saint Germain was one of those ones. One reincarnation was Ben Franklin. So I believe that's true. Let me ask, is that true, Ben Franklin? It feels true. Very, very important in the realm of our American rights. So, which I've touched on here and there because I don't want to get too much into it. That's not what this channel's about. But I highly recommend always checking out. There's someone called the Big Bad Wolf. There's another guy, Brandon Joe Williams. Check out those. But don't get too absorbed in it. Honestly, don't. Because that's not what we're here to hold the energies for. Just know that things are breaking down and it's okay. Some of the things that came in today were the dragons. The Divine Feminine was coming in very strong. And as I was reading this again, I'm always thinking about the guys out there. And I'm like, all right, the women are being asked to step up in a lot of these books. In a lot of these tarot cards or oracle cards, we have a lot of the feminine coming in. And I didn't want you guys out there to like feel left out because you have a very important role. The masculine right now has a very important role with the feminine. And there are lineages of persecutions to the feminine. It is a reason why it has gotten so like, why the feminine movement was so strong. Like why it was just going and going and going and continues, right? Almost to the point where some men have told me that they even feel emasculated. And they even actually feel threatened by the feminine movement as well. I think some of them feel like they're getting left behind. And I just wanted to tell all the men out there that you're not getting left behind. We're all in it together. Women have their part to rise up to right now, and it's this strength, but it's also this compassion and this softness, and it is something that a lot of us have kind of forgotten or not paid attention to for a while. And men are being asked to step in their masculine in a way. Men, you will understand that you are stepping in your masculine into a balanced way when you are in front of a female counterpart that doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, could just be a friend. But you will realize that you are in your masculine when you notice that she is a little bit softer. She still got her strength and her assertiveness, but there's a softness to her. When there isn't a softness to her, she's not being fully in her feminine. Yeah. So she might notice to be more in her feminine, or she might not, but she might notice that if your energy is more in through the masculine, which is generally kind of taking care of things, not necessarily doing it without asking, which often women are like, don't you know me by now? Right? Some of that is there. Okay, some women want you to be mind readers, but really what they're asking for is just, have you been paying attention? Okay, whatever relationship it is, they're like, have you been paying attention or have you not? So it's not that women want you to read their minds, but they want to be known well enough. And when you do have that relationship, you know, when you've been around a friend and they like just know, or you say something and then they go ahead and take care of it. Because women will awfully often, or even men will be like, oh, I really need to do this, 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 or you know what, I really want to send that back. I do that now. I send stuff back. I never did before. I do this out of my sovereignty. When something comes to me and it's not satisfactory at all, I will give you an example. But before I give you an example, yeah, I will now send it back when it comes to food. Before, I would take it, I would eat around it, I would pick out of it pieces. Not that this is a bad thing, but this has to do with worthiness. There are vibrations that a man will hold and a woman, let's just go with that. A masculine and a feminine will hold, and it will allow the other person to take that other role. Even in different gender couples, you see that, right? We see that someone's a little bit more on the masculine side, someone's a little bit more on the feminine side. So whichever container you're wanting to hold or identify with, because what it is, we have that balance, we're going into that balance of the masculine and the feminine, but we still have, I don't know, this higher percentage of that which is our physical body, and that which we exude on a regular basis as well. So we are being asked to take a look at ourselves in that area. I've heard and I've seen and I've felt, like as a woman, I've felt when I could be more in my feminine around a masculine. Like all of a sudden I could feel it. I wasn't taking charge as much. Not that taking charge is a bad thing, okay? We're talking about balance here, everyone. So women, don't, those of you here, don't take that in a bad way. Yes, assertiveness is good. I'm great with organizing stuff. So if I see there's some confusion or somebody's just not getting someone, I might step in and take care of that. But the masculine is a lot about the doing. Let me see here. So this book right here, it's backwards. I recently found out I can switch this around, so I'm gonna play with that more and I'm totally gonna do it. But when I looked for the little 3 buttons, they weren't there. So I will get to a point where these will not be backwards for you. There you go. So Jay feels like he has balance in his masculine and his feminine. That's great. I might do a thing where I interview somebody on live and I invite you on live. Yeah, worthiness is really important, guys. So this is the book that came up. The dragons have come up. I'm at 38 minutes now. So that's what we're going to be kind of talking about in these next couple lives. We're going to be talking about the dragons. We're going to be talking about the masculine and feminine, because that's not going away. That's part of it. I met somebody in Shasta that actually spoke of, he was an older man, an aged man, and he spoke of how he finally was able to get the balance of his masculine and feminine, what that means to him. Now he's not, I don't think he wants to be seen. It might be a thing where I have you guys live and then he talks with me and you guys hear his voice. Because I don't know that he wants to be seen, but he might be willing to talk about his side from a male aspect of how he brought balance. And he brought balance, I think he was feeling more feminine first and then more into the masculine. So that'll be coming up, and I will see if he's willing to interview with me. We're going to be talking about the dragons. In this book, there's a practice inviting the platinum dragon. The platinum dragon is also a dragon of the Ascended Master Saint Germain. So Ascended Masters have a dragon, as I was saying before, and they were there in the temple of Atlantis when Atlantis was here, and they brought those energies of balance to these specific, you could call them priests, and then those priests brought those energies to the communities. It was how the community of Atlantis the time of Atlantis was in balance. Later, it went out of balance. But it was predicted already that those energies were coming in, but the Atlanteans did not prepare for them. The leaders did not prepare for it. They were like, no, 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 we're good. So I'm telling you guys right now is a time to prepare. Time to prepare and create some empty space. So through silence, through breath, you're going to create more empty space through your body, and that's going to allow for more of these beautiful energies that we really want to be integrated in a very balanced and with ease and grace way through our bodies. We are being asked to be acupuncture points for the earth. What does that mean? That means that your body is able to receive and anchor and hold the new energies coming in as the new human on the new earth. We're not going anywhere. We're right here, but it's all happening on a quantum level. You can think of it as an energetic overlay. A new earth, old earth, you know, coming together and coming together like that as an overlay. You can even see it as like this one dropping away a little bit. You know, maybe this one kind of goes in, it upgrades it, boom, it lights up, and then the old one just kind of dissipates, right? Just kind of goes away. Okay, so we've got a few people that would like to probably explore that route of being more masculine, going from more of a feminine aspect to a masculine. Maybe they were raised more by their mother as well, didn't have a whole lot of masculine presence possibly. The same thing can happen the opposite way, where, you know, women have this a lot. Girls who are raised by their fathers and then don't have that feminine quality. I had both, but I was definitely the tomboy. I didn't want anything to do with the feminine side because I felt like I was seeing it put down in the relationship of my parents. I felt like I saw the feminine being put down. But from the side of my mother also, I saw that she was putting down the masculine, and I see that a lot in relationships. I even see it in jest, where people like kid around about something in front of others. Not a good thing to do, people. Refrain from putting down your partners in any way, shape, or form, even in jest. Refrain from it. Does not help things, does not help communication. So, yeah, we've got some big facts here. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about in these next days. Let me pick a card. I'm going to pick a card real quick from the dragon deck, and we're going to see, I have some dragon cards out here. I'm going to put them back in the deck. We've got the royal blue dragon. That one might come up again. We've got the green dragon, and we've got a deep blue dragon. We've got blue coming in, and we've got energy from the galactics coming, the Syrians also, with all of this information. And we're going to cover the next couple days. We're going to talk about our chakras, how our dragons are going to be related to our chakras, and the 8-8 energy that is coming in. This is one thing here. This frequency that I'm playing for you now, this right here is coming in also. Can you feel into that? The white lions are connecting with us as we connect with the dragons. And some of that has to do with courage and wisdom. You're being asked to step up. You're being asked to be, what is that, the leader of the pride? There's the sun again, above the lion's head. We're being asked to be brave and have courage. That it is okay to be you. We often listen to the voices around us about what it is to be us. You know, people have an idea of what our personality is. They have an expectation. They have an expectation about what we're expected to do when we're a male or female. Know that the line is coming in for you at this time. To be asked to step into your courage. To be the leaders. You who are with me now are on the leading edge. What does that mean to be on the leading edge? It means that if you're here, you know that you have power within you. You have the ability to be empowered or disempowered. And you get to choose every day. And that's going to mean something different for everyone. So, yeah, we've got the heart lit up, we've got the third eye lit up. Okay, what else am I feeling from this? Christed energy. Some of what was coming through with the dragons was Magdalene. So we've got the feminine, Magdalene energies, which are also Christed energies, crystalline energies. We're radiating a frequency. I'm also getting Peruvian energy as well from this, which is great, which you guys are receiving because I have been in contact with a Peruvian shaman recently, and a few people who've been to Peru. So we're anchoring those energies in. They were there, also balancing the feminine, the masculine. All of us grid workers are being asked to travel to these different places to bring balance to specific areas and create anchor points. I've also got the number 44 in there, right in that corner. 44, whoops, sorry guys, has to do with foundations. My camera's not really foundational. It's like you're balancing on my toaster, but it's working, so we're doing it. That's what's coming in, yeah. So you've got the infinity signs right here, times 3, infinity, the abundance, 888. Let's pick a dragon card, shall we? I'm now at 47 minutes. So much for keeping this short, huh? You guys love hearing me talk, right? It's probably more for the replay people. I love that you guys are here with me every day. You guys show up and I show up and it's awesome. All right, so, ooh, something wants to come out. Ooh, something wants to be flipped up too. Here we go. Ooh, we got the air fire dragon. Expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, enthusiasm, and communicate your passion. Air and fire. See, look, we're talking about connecting with the elements once again, right? You don't have to fear your fire. I'm saying this because I've been told by others how much fire I have inside me. And a year ago, I was like, well, why can't I feel it? This is a card reminding you that your fire is here. See the sparks? See the embers? See how this dragon has wings? We're connecting with the air, we're connecting with the fire. You can't have fire without the air, right? They complement each other. They help fuel whatever's coming to fruition. Wouldn't mind you reading us a book. You know, it's funny that you say that, Jay. So as we're coming together in this community, right? And so as I get to a point where I will actually have people joining in a community on a regular basis through a platform, I don't know if that's, here's a card, Earth and Air. Here we go. We talked about connecting with the trees, the consciousness, and here we have air again. Connect with your breath. On a regular basis, set that timer once every hour. So there might be part of the time where there's kind of a story time where I pick a book and then I read to you guys from the book. And I think that's going to be part of my community. I think once a week there will be a reading from that book. I'll have to see how that goes and what platform that would be on. But I have this other book, Sunat Kumara, right here. See this one? And maybe it's one you guys will read with me. Maybe it's one where you guys just lay back and you hear my voice and we read the story together while you're laying down hearing my voice. I think I will call it Pillow Talk. Maybe it will be Pillow Talk. I had an idea about that not too long ago. So here's another one that wants to come out. Aquamarine dragon. We've got water, guys. Water's coming in. Enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available for you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive your soul knowledge. Some of what we're going to be working with in the days is receiving your soul knowledge and activating your blueprint. So definitely join me at 11:11 for the next, I think it's 4 days this time. It's either 5 days or 4 days. I'll find out. And we're going to connect with these different things. We're being asked to connect with the elements. Do you see the key this one is holding? There's a key to working with the water that you drink. You can energize it. You can put anything that you feel you have or you feel that you're lacking and you just need an extra boost. Instead of caffeine or a Red Bull, put some really meaningful intentions into your water, like being musical, being courageous. It could be being more masculine if you like, or being more feminine if you like. What do you want to put in your water? What do you want to put in your drink? You know? How do you want to energize your food? Your food has water in it. And as you're eating or drinking, you can do that mindfully. Because you have the key. You have the key, and the key is to work with your nervous system. And that's what I'm here to teach you as well, to guide you in anyway. You have all the answers. I'm just here to kind of like guide you and navigate you through these waters. So, silver lunar dragon bathes you with divine feminine light. So, don't worry, people. Those of you who are embracing more of your feminine or wondering about the masculine, this is going to help balance your feminine to bring in more of the masculine. There was a time that the feminine was revered as being the place of creation, of birth and rebirth. And there was a time that the feminine was hurt by retaining these as well. So there are a lot of women that carry some of that. There are men that carry some of that because you are lineages of women. And that came up today in this particular dragon book. We will be cleansing those energies of our feminine ancestry. And guys, when you show up, you have an extremely important job because those feminine aspects were persecuted by the masculine at that time. When you take back in those times of like the Salem burnings, so that was the masculine in its corrupt, in its toxic manner. So the guys that show up on these next couple days, it is so important for you guys to show up because we so need need you. We so need that masculine energy to come in, because we're going to be cleansing those lines through our chakras and back into those ancestry times, so that we have more space in our body. And every single person that sees this video is going to have that clearing occur for their lineage. It's already in the quantum. I've already taken myself through an ancestral cleansing quite a few times in these last years, and I was kind of curious about doing it this morning, going through the process, and I'm like, and yeah, apparently I'm going through the process, because if I'm going to bring the process to you guys, I'm going to go through it first myself and see what I'm feeling. Is it current? Do I need to add anything to it to help with the cleansing of those lineages? And recently I was thinking, you know, I don't know if I have like really close relationship with the whole ancestry thing. I've always loved things that were aged and old, and I've brought them into my world and I've mixed them in with the modern. And it looks like we're being asked. I've done this before, where I've worked with the violet flame and the sacred wombs of women, and then I also was working with the sons that were born, the sons and daughters of Earth. So I'm going to take you through a version of what is in this book, Working with the Dragons, and a version which I have already brought through at least 2 or 3 other times. It's come up in the last 2 years to work with the womb, to work with the feminine and the masculine, and to clear up those energetic lines. And when we energetically clear it for our ancestry and us right now, we're clearing it for the lineages. If you have nieces and nephews, if you have cousins, brothers, sisters, when they marry, when they have kids, you're basically, that's what we're doing here. We're cleaning those energies for those to come. We're releasing it, and we're able to just be open vessels for the energy that's coming here for the new human and the new earth. Okay, so any more questions here? What's an example of feminism? Feminism initially had to do with being able to have the same rights as that of a man. There was a time where women couldn't vote. There was a time where a woman was expected to only stay home, never go to a job, always be with the children. That would be an example of feminism. And then it got to the point where they were having their own jobs, paying for their own food. Guys got a little confused. Do I pay for dinner? Do I not pay for dinner? Do we not have dinner? Do we just meet for coffee? Is that too much of a commitment? There were all these things that happened. So the feminist movement that came through was great for what it was at the time. Now we're being asked to not be like the male, even though we have now retained the right to vote, the right to work, the right to do whatever we really want to do. We have that right, at least here in this area of America. We have that right to do so. There are some places that energy within yourself. Okay, my visual's unfrozen. Are you guys back? Are you back? No, my nickname is not frozen. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so we're back. All right, so you're asking what it means to have the feminine energy within myself. To have the feminine energy within myself, for me, I want to take note of when I'm trying to over control things. A person that isn't act like a woman that might be more in her masculine might be one to take more control or take the helm of something. Sometimes it's needed, sometimes it's not. So the best way is to know if that's this moment. What does it mean for a man? Do you mean what does it mean for a man to be in his feminine, or mean for a man to be in his masculine balance? If a man were to be in his masculine, I would say the masculine would set up a plan. Women are known for planning, but the masculine would set up a plan, say there was something going on. They would do the research needed so that the woman wouldn't have to. Now the woman could if she wanted to, and it could be a collaborative, like they do it together, but maybe there's a surprise that the masculine comes up with that would benefit the feminine, right? I once had someone, ask me if I like massage, and we were going on a trip together, and I was like, oh yeah, I love it. Now what occurred was they took the helm, right? They did the research. Okay, what's available? What kind is available? They brought it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds really great. And then we kind of talked about a time, and then it was set up. I didn't call. They called. They set it up. This is where the feminine gets to feel more feminine and not take over. You have a lot of women that take over because they feel like the job is not getting done. They feel like they're not being heard. Some women feel like the job isn't being done correctly, and occasionally that happens. I don't know why, but occasionally there are ways that a person can put things off, and someone might notice that and be like, no, we need to do this correctly. Otherwise it's going to be a mess later. So I hope this, okay, yes to both. All right, so I hope that this explains a little bit about what the masculine and the feminine is within the body. For me, it seems like I can only give you examples because I'm not a male, not in this lifetime. So I can only give you examples of what I experience from the female perspective, of what I've seen out there, what I've experienced out there. Cool. Awesome. You got it. All right. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. This was a long one. It's okay. I will figure out how to talk about personal stuff and talk about educational stuff at the same time. I'm glad you guys could experience the 888 frequency, and as well the 108 frequency, because that came in to feel into the body. And in these coming days, I think tomorrow we would actually work with our chakras at that time. Our chakras are upgraded to other colors. We've got base chakras, and we've got chakras that are fully within us, all 12 chakras. So we're just going to give you guys a different idea of what your base chakras have switched over to. And we'll see whatever else comes through at the time, okay? So thank you so much for joining me again. And yeah, you guys are wonderful. We're doing it together. There's a lot of questions out there about different things, and we're figuring it out, right? One step at a time. So I will talk to you soon. As always, I love you. And tell yourself you love you. Give it a go. Find a different way to say it. Talk to your inner child. Put your hand on your womb. Put your hand on your heart. And tell yourself what a great job you're doing. Because you're doing an awesome job. We all are doing the best that we can. And I encourage you to embrace and celebrate yourself a little bit. Like, how are you going to celebrate? Do that thing that helps you celebrate. Be good to yourselves. Oh, that's what's coming through. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dude. Oh, I love that. I'm going to find that frequency and play it tomorrow. I don't know if I can do it without some of Bill and Ted getting in there. Anyway, have a fantastic day, and as always, I am We are one.